and welcome to the stage Cassandra Carter speaking about schedule and mindset of a Hall of Fame producer.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Good? Okay, so first things first, I used to be a personal trainer, so go ahead and stand up. I know you guys are about to fall asleep right now, so literally stand up off of your booties and put your hands in the air. I'm not joking, do it. Good. Now to the side. Okay, down. Okay, now shake it off. Okay, you guys can sit down. I'm done messing with you now. So, what we're talking about here today is we are going to be talking about mindset of a Hall of Fame producer, and we're also going to be speaking about a schedule of a Hall of Fame producer. So who here wants to hit Hall of Fame this year? Raise your hands. Everybody should be raising your hands. So first off, I just want to start by telling you a little bit about who I am. So I do not come from from this background of the insurance industry. I actually used to be a personal trainer and I was bartending before I found this industry. So I was working until 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning bartending, and then getting up at 7 to go personal train. Who here has ever had 2 jobs at the same time? Yeah, a lot of us. So I want you to know that if I can figure out this thing, so can you, because I was really nervous to quit my job and get going. So I started this during the pandemic, and my gym shut down. I lost almost all my income. I didn't have hardly any money in my bank account, like $500. So I had a credit card, and I used it to buy leads, and that's how I got started in this business. And a lot of us don't start with very much money, but we have time to make it work. So give yourself the time to make it work. The first year in this business is the hardest. If you can make it past this year, you can totally make it. So the first thing that I want to speak to you all about is your mind. So your mind is the most important tool that you have. I'm going to talk about process a little bit later. So your mindset. So I'm going to tell you what I do. I wake up very early. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. Well, because I needed to dial my leads in Texas at 6. So I got up 5, stretched. I have a gratitude journal. I know it's super corny. I know that. But I was tired when I woke up this morning. And honestly, I wasn't in a very good mood. Didn't get hardly any sleep. But if you sit down and write a couple of things that are going good for you, like your health or your family or the opportunity that you have here, your day is going to go a whole lot smoother. And trust me, when you hop on the phone with people, they're going to be able to feel your energy. They're going to be able to feel that you are grateful for where you're at, okay? So that's the first thing I do, is I focus on the positive. Because it's easy to, say, I got no-showed, that sucks. I didn't get to help that family, that sucks. And then this whole business sucks, right? But if you say, oh, I got no-showed, let me take this time, 30 minutes, an hour, and do 20 dials, then you can book an appointment, and then you can help that family and, pay your rent in one appointment. How fabulous is that? That's pretty freaking amazing. So the next thing that I want to focus on is that I write down affirmations as well. I know this is also maybe a little bit corny for you guys, but I write down things like, I'm going to be a problem solver today. Because when you see your clients in the home, you're a problem solver, right? You want to be the best version of yourself for these people because they've invited you into their homes not for you to make a sale. They've invited you into their house so you can help them, so you can be a problem solver for them. So when I go into the house, I try to completely remove myself from the situation. I am a non-factor. The only thing that matters or that should matter is that you're actively listening to the clients. and what they're needing, and that you don't talk too much. I can't tell you how many of the agents that I'm working with struggle because they're talking too much. So when you get into the house, ask good questions and don't talk too much, and really listen to the client and what they need. And then another thing that I like to write down is that I'm going to be a light to whoever I come into contact with. You know, whether that's the person at the gas station that helped you, or your server, or the person that got you a coffee, because if you're interjecting yourself into somebody's life in a good way, that's going to carry over into all the other aspects of your life. If you're giving somebody good energy when you don't even know them, then you're going to be able to go into a client's home and know that you're giving good energy all around, not just because you want to make a sale, okay? So now I want to talk to you about goals. So who here has written down how much you would like to issue pay this month? Raise your hands. Okay, it's not enough. It's not enough people. So if you don't have it written down, I can tell you it's not going to happen. Because you forget stuff in your mind and you don't have a process. For me, I'm all over the place. Like, I'm kind of scatterbrained. I'm here. So I need to write stuff down. So you need to break it down month by month. That's what I did to hit Hall of Fame. I broke it down month by month, and then week by week, and then day by day. So what I need you all to do is I need you all to shoot for more than what you're trying to produce per month. Because oftentimes life happens and we fall short. Whoever has fallen short of their goals, raise your hand. Yeah, me too, because we're human, right? We make mistakes. So what I did is, instead of shooting for only 400,000, I shot for 430,000, and then I hit 420 families, and then I ended up helping 412. So that's the thing, is I shot for more than I wanted, so I actually hit my goal. So that just breaks it down to 36 families that you're helping per month. So write that down, 36 families per month. And if you're not taking notes, then why are you here? Like, you need to take notes and remember the stuff that people are telling you so you can come out of this event strong. You took time out of your life, from your families, from your friends, to come here. Make it intentional. Don't be on your phones. Okay. So now I want to talk a little bit about the process. So everybody's process is going to be different. Everything works a little bit, in my opinion. So when it comes to process, the first thing that you need to touch on in this business is leads. Leads are the lifeline of this business. So whoever brought you into this business, your business partner, get with them, bother them. Say, hey, I want to talk to you about leads. I want to talk to you about this. So when you get a lead structure down, because we all need that. We all need to know which counties are working for us, which lead type is going to work for us. So get that process down first, because without a leads process, you're not going anywhere fast. So that's the first thing. The second thing is dial the phones. Have a set day and a set time for when you're dialing the phones. Phones are 90% of this business, which I'm sure you all have heard time and time and time again. And there are so many resources. There are so many more resources for you all to tap into than when I first got started in this business 2 years ago. So after you get that down, then just pick out specific days that you're running your appointments. So before, I was really behind on hitting Hall of Fame, actually. I was 3 months away from the end of the year, and I was at 270 families helped. So I sat down, and with this big Post-it note, basically, you can get it at Office Depot. I recommend that you guys really do this. Like, get something that you can write down all the stuff that's going on in your mind onto paper. So I wrote down, October, November, and December. And I literally wrote down the days, every single day. And I would mark it R, run day, D, dial day, O for off day, which I didn't have very many of when I was running for Hall of Fame. But I planned out every single run day how many families I needed to help. I wrote down how many dials I needed to do to get to my appointment count. And you shouldn't stop until you hit your goal. So that was really helpful for me when I was running for Hall of Fame. Another thing that was really helpful for me, and I'm sure that you all have heard of this, but time blocking. Who all has heard of time blocking? Okay, a couple of people. So that's where you're just taking specific blocks of time in your Google Calendar and you're blocking it off for the things that you're doing consistently. Okay, I'm working out from 6 to 7. From 7 to 7:30, I'm getting my leads together. Whatever it is. From 8 to 12, I am dialing. Make time blocks of not specific tasks, but what you're supposed to be doing in that time block. And I think that also really helped me progress in my business fast, is sticking to a strict schedule. And all I ask of you today is that you go out of this event with a sense of urgency. Because if you don't, and you just leave here and you just will have stared at all of us up here speaking to you, but you don't take any of these principles and apply it immediately, you're going to be doing yourself, and not only yourself, but the people that are depending on you, a huge disservice. So be intentional, take all this stuff, and really push it into your life, okay? And then consistency. Just be consistent, right? So make a plan, put it on your schedule, and be consistent. And now I just want to leave you with this quote that I really love by Viktor Frankl. So he says, "What is the meaning of life? As though it is someone else's responsibility to tell it to you. Instead, the world is asking you that question. And it is your job to answer with your actions. So come out of this event and make a plan and stay consistent." I hope you all have a great day.